Hi EFL team, in this video I introduce you to Alex and Finn. Alex has met Finn twice before, but not ever where Finn is loose in the paddock or where Alex has ever led him. I introduce Alex to walking up to Finn in a paddock, putting on a halter and walking him. I will do a close-up of me putting on a halter and tying it appropriately in another video. By the way, this is Alvin and Bingo, my little mini Shetland, and Bingo, my dog. So what I'm going to get you to do is just walk up over to Finn, who seems to want to come up to you anyway. And when you walk up to a horse, you walk up quietly. Approach them just from the side, not head on, not from their back. Hold your hand outstretched just to introduce yourself. Let him sniff your hand. And once you've given him just some gentle strokes on his neck and said g'day, you can then put the halter over his head. This is a rope halter. We use a rope halter because it's nice and gentle on the horses. So there's a long part and there's a bit that I'll show you in a second that goes over his nose, and then this part loops over his head and in there. So Finny happens to be standing right here. Hello beautiful Finn. Sometimes when you just gently rubbing your hands, you might find a spot where you can see his nose twitch, and that means he's really loving that spot. So gather up the end bit in your hand and just put your hand over the top of that. This goes over his nose nice and gently. This goes over his head. Whoops. And then you'll see here that this goes through the hole as such. Okay?
Yep.
So if you just say good day to Finn, walk up quietly from his side.
Hello Finn. Hello big boy. Hello Finn.
That's it, and then it's over his nose, over the top of his neck. That's it. So we can now, Alex, put this is called a lead rope, and you'll see it's quite long. So we don't want it to drag on the ground for your Finn to tread on. So the best way to do that is gather about an arm's length, just loop it over and put your hand like you're riding a motorbike and you're holding an accelerator or gear stick. And then we just put that through there. This is one that doesn't have a catch, you just tie it up. And when we're leading Finn, we don't want to have our hand right up there because that will make him feel a bit nervous because you're pulling on him. So we always make sure we have a little bit of slack, we call it a smile. We want to have a bit of a smile, so you've got one hand here, one leg on the edge. I use this opportunity to talk to Alex a little bit about body language. We'd been discussing it before in relation to Finn. Helicopters are flying overhead, and I asked Alex what he thought Finn might be thinking about them by looking at his ears. Too stressed. And now his ears are just pricking backwards and forwards. He's starting to feel a bit more relaxed and he's listening to me as well. Okay, do you want to have a go putting the lead rope on? Great. It, that's enough, and then give it a firm tie.
Oh, sorry Finn.
Excellent, and the end came off. So I'm now introducing Alex to the lead rope and how to lead Finn. I remind him to keep a smile in the rope. I support his confidence and his safety and my safety also by staying by his side, also holding onto the lead rope and explaining to him why I am doing this.
Alex has a mobility challenge and walks slowly, so we don't go far, just enough for him to start to feel a little bit more confidence in leading, as this is his first time. And by the way, this is Shyla and Bingo, my 2 dogs who are never far from my side.
And for the moment, I'm going to be hanging on to this side, and that's because if you feel like Finn suddenly is showing you he's really nervous, he might pull tightly or put his head right up, or looks like he wants to escape, you can just let go.
Yeah.
And I've still got hold of him.
Yeah.
And if need be, I'll let go of him too, because we don't want him to feel too stressed. The best way for him to be able to calm down is just to relax if he's feeling nervous about something. Okay, so we're going to give it a bit of a go. We're just going to walk in a bit of a circle around here, and we'll see how he goes.
Just by way of explanation, you would have heard me just giving 3 clucks to encourage Finn to walk. He can get a little bit lazy at times. He is very used to me going 3 times in a row to encourage him to walk. If I want him to trot, I use the command trot on. So I didn't feel like it was appropriate to stop using that, given that that's what he's used to in this circumstances. I'm still trying to reduce my excessive clucks though.